Good evening, everyone. It's an honor to be here with you today. I want to talk to you about something that has become an obsession for many money. We live in a world where people wake up every day thinking about how to make more of it. The pursuit of wealth has driven many into anxiety, broken families, destroyed relationships, and even led to unethical decisions. But I'm here to tell you something today. Don't look for money. Now, before you misunderstand, let me make it clear, money in itself is not bad. It's a tool, a resource, and we all need it. But the problem is when we chase money rather than chasing purpose. You see, money is never the goal. If money is your goal, you are aiming too low. You were not born just to accumulate dollars in a bank account. No, you were born for a reason. And your existence has meaning far beyond financial gain. Let me share a principle with you. Money follows purpose. If you find your purpose, you will never have to worry about money. The most successful people on this planet didn't start by looking for money. They started by discovering their purpose. They understood that wealth is a byproduct of solving problems, meeting needs, and serving others. When you become valuable, people pay you for your value. Stop asking, how can I make more money? And start asking, what problem can I solve? What can I contribute to the world? How can I make a difference? Because money doesn't come to those who seek it. It comes to those who become an answer to someone else's question. The most important thing you can do is discover your gift, your potential, and how you were designed to function. Each of you has something within you that the world needs. When you begin to work in your purpose and maximize your potential, the wealth you desire will come, but not because you sought it. It will come because you become a person of value. Think about this. The greatest inventions, the most impactful businesses, and the most significant leaders didn't focus on money. They focused on meeting a need. Steve Jobs didn't think about becoming a billionaire. He thought about revolutionizing technology and communication. The money followed the solution he created. The same applies to you. If you solve a small problem, you will receive a small reward. If you solve a big problem, you will be rewarded in ways you can't even imagine. Let me give you a challenge today. Instead of chasing money, chase purpose. Instead of trying to become wealthy, try to become valuable. Focus on being a person of significance, someone whose life impacts others. Money flows to the one who has found their purpose and who is using their gift to serve the world. Your purpose will make room for you. Your gift will open doors for you that money could never open on its own. So as you leave here today, make a commitment to yourself. I will not chase money. I will chase my purpose. And when you do that, you will not only find success, you will find fulfillment. You will leave a legacy that money cannot buy. The idea of don't chase money, chase purpose is a paradigm shift that calls for a deeper understanding of life, success, and fulfillment. In a world where financial gain often seems to be the ultimate measure of achievement, it's easy to fall into the trap of believing that money is the end goal. Many people spend their entire lives focused on earning more, thinking that financial success will automatically bring happiness, security, and a sense of accomplishment. But while money is undoubtedly a necessary tool for navigating the modern world, it is not the true source of fulfillment or happiness. Rather, fulfillment comes from living a life aligned with one's purpose. When you chase money, you are essentially chasing after a moving target. Money is transient, it can come and go, fluctuate in value, and often leaves a person wanting more. No matter how much is earned, there is always a desire for more, which keeps individuals in a perpetual state of dissatisfaction. This is why many of the wealthiest people in the world still feel unfulfilled despite their financial success. Money, while important for meeting basic needs and providing comfort, does not answer the deeper questions of life, questions about meaning, contribution, and legacy. Chasing purpose, on the other hand, is about understanding who you are and why you are here. It's about identifying your unique gifts, talents, and abilities and using them to make a difference in the world. Purpose gives life direction and meaning. When you live with purpose, your actions are guided by a sense of mission that transcends personal gain. You are no longer driven solely by external rewards like money, but by a deep internal motivation to contribute something valuable to the world. Living with purpose allows you to tap into your fullest potential. Each of us is born with a unique set of talents and abilities that, when fully realized, can make a significant impact on the lives of others. But many people never discover their true potential because they are too focused on chasing external rewards. They pursue careers or ventures solely because of the financial opportunities they present, not because they are aligned with their passions or strengths. As a result, they often feel unfulfilled, even if they achieve financial success. Their work becomes a grind, something they endure rather than something they are passionate about. When you chase purpose instead of money, you experience a profound shift in how you approach work and life. Instead of asking, how can I make more money, you begin to ask, what problem can I solve? Or how can I serve others with my gifts? This shift in mindset leads to a more meaningful life because it focuses on creating value rather than simply accumulating wealth. You begin to see work not as a means to an end, but as an opportunity to express your talents, contribute to society, and leave a lasting impact. Another key aspect of chasing purpose is the intrinsic motivation it provides. When you are living with purpose, you are driven by a sense of mission that comes from within. You don't need external incentives like money to keep you going because the work itself is rewarding. Purpose-driven individuals are often more resilient in the face of challenges because they have a deep-rooted belief in the value of what they are doing. They are willing to persevere through difficulties because they understand that their work has meaning beyond personal gain. Furthermore, when you align your life with your purpose, financial rewards often follow naturally. This may seem counterintuitive at first, but it makes sense when you consider that people are willing to pay for value. When you focus on creating value for others, whether through solving problems, providing a service, or sharing your talents, people will recognize and reward that value. The most successful people in the world, from entrepreneurs to artists to leaders, didn't start out by chasing money. They started by identifying a problem they could solve, a service they could provide, or a talent they could share with the world. As they pursued their purpose and created value, the money followed. This is because purpose-driven work tends to be more innovative and impactful. When you are passionate about what you do, you are more likely to think creatively, take risks, and push boundaries. You are not just trying to meet a quota or achieve a financial goal, you are trying to make a difference. This kind of passion and commitment leads to breakthroughs, innovations, and solutions that can change industries and transform lives. And when you create something of real value, people will pay for it. It's also important to recognize that chasing purpose brings a deeper sense of fulfillment than chasing money ever could. Fulfillment comes from knowing that your life has meaning, that your actions matter, and that you are making a positive difference in the world. Money may provide temporary pleasure or comfort, but it cannot provide the deep sense of satisfaction that comes from living a life aligned with your purpose. When you are living with purpose, you wake up each day with a sense of excitement and anticipation, knowing that your work is meaningful and impactful. In addition to providing fulfillment, chasing purpose also leads to a sense of personal growth and development. When you are focused on your purpose, you are constantly learning, growing, and evolving. You are driven to become the best version of yourself, not for the sake of external rewards, but because you want to fully realize your potential and make the greatest possible contribution to the world. This pursuit of personal growth is deeply rewarding in itself and leads to a sense of accomplishment that far surpasses any financial gain. Moreover, living with purpose allows you to build a legacy that outlasts you. Money is temporary, can be spent, lost, or devalued. But the impact you make through living your purpose can continue to benefit others long after you are gone. When you chase purpose, you are focused on creating something lasting, whether it's a business, a movement, or a body of work that will continue to serve others for generations to come. This is the true measure of success, not how much money you have accumulated, but how much value you have created and how many lives you have touched. Chasing purpose also fosters a sense of community and connection. When you are living with purpose, you are not just focused on your own success, but on how you can contribute to the success and well-being of others. Purpose-driven individuals often build strong relationships with others who share their values and vision, creating a sense of camaraderie and collaboration that is deeply fulfilling. This sense of connection is another source of fulfillment that money cannot provide. It's important to note that chasing purpose does not mean neglecting financial responsibility. It's essential to manage your finances wisely and to ensure that you can meet your basic needs. However, the pursuit of money should never take precedence over the pursuit of purpose. When you make purpose your primary focus, financial success often follows as a natural consequence of the value you create. But even if it doesn't, you will still have the fulfillment and satisfaction of knowing that you are living a life aligned with your true calling. In conclusion, chasing money may seem like the most direct path to success, but it often leads to dissatisfaction, burnout, and a sense of emptiness. Chasing purpose, on the other hand, leads to a life of meaning, fulfillment, and lasting impact. It allows you to tap into your full potential, create value for others, and build a legacy that outlasts you. So instead of focusing on how to make more money, focus on discovering your purpose, maximizing your gifts, and making a difference in the world. When you do that, not only will you experience deeper fulfillment, but you may also find that financial success follows naturally. One of the most powerful ways to create a lasting impact is through relationships. The connections you build with others have the potential to shape lives in profound ways. Whether it's through mentorship, friendship, or leadership, the influence you have on the people around you can create a lasting legacy that extends far beyond your own lifetime. People who create lasting impact understand the importance of investing in others. They take the time to build meaningful relationships, to listen, to offer support, and to provide guidance. They recognize that their success is not just about their own achievements, but about lifting others up and helping them reach their full potential. By empowering others and helping them grow, you create a ripple effect that extends far beyond your own life and continues to influence future generations. Creating a lasting impact also requires resilience and perseverance. The journey to making a difference is not always easy, and there will inevitably be obstacles and setbacks along the way. However, people who create lasting impact are those who are able to stay focused on their vision, even in the face of adversity. They understand that impact is not about immediate results or short-term success, but about staying committed to their goals over the long term. This requires patience, determination, and the ability to bounce back from failure. Resilience is not just about overcoming challenges, it's about using those challenges as opportunities for growth and learning. People who create lasting impact view setbacks as stepping stones on the path to success, rather than as roadblocks that prevent them from moving forward. Another important aspect of creating a lasting impact is innovation and creativity. In order to make a meaningful contribution to the world, you must be willing to think outside the box and challenge the status quo. People who create lasting impact are often those who are willing to take risks, to try new approaches, and to explore uncharted territory. They understand that true innovation requires a willingness to fail, but they are not deterred by the possibility of failure because they are driven by a larger vision. Creativity and innovation are essential for making a lasting impact because they allow you to find new solutions to old problems and to push the boundaries of what is possible. Whether it's in business, art, science, or social change, innovation is often the key to creating lasting and meaningful impact. In addition to creativity and innovation, creating a lasting impact requires a commitment to continuous learning and growth. The world is constantly changing, and in order to stay relevant and effective, you must be willing to evolve and adapt. People who create lasting impact are those who are committed to lifelong learning and who are constantly seeking new knowledge, skills, and perspectives. They understand that the more they grow as individuals, the more they are able to contribute to the world around them. Continuous learning is not just about acquiring new information, it's about staying curious, open-minded, and willing to challenge your own assumptions. It's about recognizing that there is always more to learn and that growth is an ongoing process. Creating a lasting impact also involves taking responsibility for the world around you. It's about recognizing that you have the power to make a difference, no matter how small your actions may seem. People who create lasting impact don't wait for someone else to solve the world's problems. They take action themselves. They understand that change starts with them and that even small actions can have a big impact over time. This sense of responsibility is what drives them to be proactive in addressing the challenges and injustices they see in the world. Whether it's through volunteering, advocacy, or simply being a positive influence in their community, they take ownership of their role in creating a better world. Creating a lasting impact also requires a deep sense of empathy and compassion. People who make a difference in the world are those who are able to see beyond their own needs and desires and to connect with the experiences and struggles of others. They are able to put themselves in other people's shoes and to understand the challenges and hardships they face. This sense of empathy is what drives them to take action and to be a force for positive change. It's not enough to simply want to make a difference. You must also have the emotional intelligence to understand the needs of others and to act in a way that is compassionate and supportive. Empathy allows you to build deeper connections with others, to understand their perspectives, and to create solutions that are truly impactful. In order to create a lasting impact, it's also important to have a long-term vision. Impact is not something that happens overnight. It's the result of sustained effort over time. People who create lasting impact are those who are able to think beyond the immediate future and to plan for the long term. They understand that their actions today will shape the world of tomorrow, and they are committed to working toward a vision that extends far beyond their own lifetime. This long-term perspective is what allows them to stay focused on their goals, even when progress is slow or setbacks occur. It's about having the patience and persistence to stay the course, knowing that the impact you create today will continue to ripple out into the future. Another key element of creating a lasting impact is authenticity. People who make a lasting difference in the world are those who are true to themselves and who live in alignment with their values. They are not trying to be someone they're not or to fit into a mold that others have created for them. Instead, they embrace their uniqueness and use it as a strength. Authenticity is important because it allows you to build trust and credibility with others. When people see that you are genuine and true to your values, they are more likely to be inspired by your actions and to follow your lead. Authenticity also allows you to stay grounded in your purpose and to make decisions that are aligned with your long-term vision. In addition to authenticity, creating a lasting impact requires courage. It takes courage to stand up for what you believe in, to take risks, and to challenge the status quo. People who create lasting impact are those who are willing to step outside their comfort zone and to take action, even when it's difficult or unpopular. They are not afraid to speak out, to lead, or to make bold moves in the pursuit of their vision. Courage is essential for creating impact because it allows you to overcome fear and doubt and to take the necessary steps toward achieving your goals. It's about being willing to face challenges head on and to keep moving forward, even in the face of adversity. Finally, creating a lasting impact requires humility. People who make a difference in the world. Asking the right questions is also crucial in problem solving and decision making. Too often, when faced with a challenge, we rush to find solutions without taking the time to fully understand the problem. We ask questions like, how can I fix this, or what's the quickest way to solve this issue, instead of asking deeper, more probing questions like, what is the root cause of this problem, or why is this situation occurring in the first place? By asking the right questions, we can uncover underlying issues that might not be immediately obvious and can approach challenges with greater clarity and insight. In the context of business and leadership, asking the right questions can be the difference between success and failure. Leaders who are curious, open-minded, and willing to question assumptions are often more innovative and adaptable. They don't settle for the first solution that comes to mind. Instead, they dig deeper, asking questions that challenge the status quo and lead to new ways of thinking. For example, instead of asking, how can we increase profits? A more insightful leader might ask, how can we create more value for our customers, or what unmet needs can we address in the market? These types of questions not only lead to better business outcomes, but also foster a culture of continuous improvement and innovation. The ability to ask the right questions is also essential in personal relationships. Often, conflicts or misunderstandings arise because we fail to ask the right questions. Instead of seeking to understand the other person's perspective, we might ask accusatory or defensive questions like, why didn't you do this, or how could you think that? These types of questions only serve to escalate tensions and create more conflict. On the other hand, asking questions like, can you help me understand your point of view, or what do you need from me right now, can foster empathy, understanding, and open communication. When we ask the right questions in our relationships, we create a space for deeper connection and mutual respect. In addition to enhancing problem solving, leadership, and relationships, asking the right questions is also a key to personal growth and self-discovery. Many people go through life without ever taking the time to ask themselves important questions about who they are and what they want out of life. They might follow a prescribed path, going to school, getting a job, starting a family, without ever stopping to ask, is this what I truly want, or what makes me feel most alive? Asking these types of questions can be uncomfortable because they force us to confront the possibility that we are not living in alignment with our true desires or values. But it is only by asking these difficult questions that we can begin to chart a course toward a more authentic and fulfilling life. Moreover, asking the right questions can open doors to new opportunities that we might never have considered. When we ask ourselves questions like, what else is possible, or how can I approach this situation differently? We begin to think outside the box and explore creative solutions that we might have otherwise overlooked. This kind of questioning encourages a mindset of curiosity and exploration rather than one of complacency or resignation. It allows us to break free from limiting beliefs and assumptions and to see the world with fresh eyes. Asking the right questions also helps us to navigate uncertainty and change. In life, we often face situations where the path forward is unclear, and we may feel overwhelmed by the complexity of the choices in front of us. In these moments, it can be tempting to seek quick answers or to rely on external guidance rather than trusting our own instincts. However, by asking ourselves thoughtful, reflective questions, we can gain greater clarity about what is truly important to us and make decisions that are aligned with our values and goals. Questions like, what am I most afraid of? Or what would I do if I weren't afraid, can help us identify the fears or limiting beliefs that might be holding us back and empower us to take bold, courageous action. Another important aspect of asking the right questions is that it fosters a sense of agency and responsibility. When we ask questions, we take ownership of our own lives and our own choices. Rather than passively accepting the circumstances we find ourselves in, we actively engage with our experiences and seek to understand them more deeply. This sense of ownership is essential for personal empowerment because it reminds us that we are the authors of our own stories. By asking the right questions, we gain the power to shape our own destinies and to create the lives we truly want to live. In addition to personal empowerment, asking the right questions can also lead to greater self-awareness. Self-awareness is the foundation of emotional intelligence and is critical for success in all areas of life, from personal relationships to career development. By asking ourselves questions like, what are my strengths or what areas do I need to improve, we gain a deeper understanding of who we are and how we operate in the world. This self-awareness allows us to make more informed decisions, to communicate more effectively with others, and to navigate challenges with greater resilience and confidence. Finally, asking the right questions is essential for maintaining a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that our abilities, intelligence, and talents can be developed over time through effort, learning, and perseverance. People with a growth mindset are constantly asking themselves questions like, what can I learn from this experience, or how can I improve? These types of questions encourage a focus on learning and growth rather than on fixed outcomes or achievements. When we adopt a growth mindset, we become more open to feedback, more willing to take risks, and more resilient in the face of failure. In contrast, people with a fixed mindset tend to ask questions that reinforce their existing beliefs about their abilities and limitations. They might ask, why am I not good enough, or why does this always happen to me? These types of questions are disempowering because they assume that our abilities are static and that we are powerless to change our circumstances. By shifting our questions from a fixed to a growth mindset, we open ourselves up to new possibilities for learning, growth, and personal development. In conclusion, asking the right questions is a skill that can profoundly impact all areas of our lives. It allows us to gain clarity, solve problems more effectively, build stronger relationships, and grow as individuals. The questions we ask shape our thinking, influence our decisions, and ultimately determine the direction of our lives. Maximizing your potential is not just about achieving success in the conventional sense, but about realizing and embracing the fullness of who you are and what you can become. It's about tapping into the inherent abilities, talents, and gifts that lie within you and using them to their fullest extent. Every individual has within them a wellspring of untapped potential, but many people go through life without ever fully accessing it. Maximizing your potential starts with a deep understanding of who you are and what drives you. It requires introspection, self-awareness, and a willingness to look beyond surface-level achievements to discover the deeper motivations that fuel your actions. Many people live their lives based on the expectations of others, pursuing goals that society or their families have set for them. Once you have a clearer sense of your purpose and passions, the next step in maximizing your potential is to cultivate the mindset that will enable you to reach your full capacity. One of the most important aspects of this mindset is the belief that you are capable of growth and improvement. Many people limit themselves because they believe that their abilities are fixed, that they were born with a certain level of intelligence, talent, or skill, and that these things cannot be developed beyond a certain point. Another key to maximizing your potential is setting ambitious but realistic goals. It's important to push yourself beyond your comfort zone, but it's equally important to set goals that are achievable and align with your strengths and passions. Too often, people set goals based on what they think they should be doing, rather than what they truly want to achieve. Maximizing your potential also requires a commitment to continuous learning and self-improvement. No matter how talented or skilled you are, there is always room for growth and development. In addition to continuous learning, maximizing your potential also requires discipline and focus. It's easy to get distracted by the many demands and distractions of modern life, but in order to reach your full potential, you must learn to prioritize what matters most. Another important aspect of maximizing your potential is building a strong support system. No one achieves success entirely on their own, and having a network of supportive people can make a significant difference in your ability to reach your goals. In addition to building a support system, it's also important to cultivate a sense of resilience and perseverance. Maximizing your potential also involves taking risks and stepping outside of your comfort zone. Your potential requires a commitment to living with purpose and intention. It's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day demands of life and lose sight of the bigger picture, but in order to reach your full potential, you must live with a sense of purpose and direction. This means being intentional about how you spend your time, energy, and resources and making choices that are aligned with your long-term vision. In conclusion, maximizing your potential is a lifelong journey of self-discovery, growth, and achievement. It requires a combination of self-awareness, discipline, resilience, and a commitment to continuous learning and self-improvement. By setting ambitious goals, cultivating a growth mindset, and surrounding yourself with a strong support system, you can unlock the fullness of your potential and create a life that is rich with purpose, meaning, and fulfillment. The path to maximizing your potential is not always easy, but it is one of the most rewarding and fulfilling journeys you can undertake. Creating a lasting impact is something that most people aspire to, whether consciously or unconsciously. It's the desire to leave a footprint in the sands of time, to be remembered for something meaningful, and to know that your life made a difference in the world. This aspiration is not just about achieving personal success, but about contributing to something greater than yourself. It's about influencing others in a way that lasts long after you're gone, shaping the future and making a contribution that outlives your presence. Creating a lasting impact requires intentionality, purpose, and a deep understanding of what truly matters to you and the world around you. When we think about creating a lasting impact, the first step is to define what impact means to you personally. Impact looks different for everyone. For some, it might mean building a successful business that revolutionizes an industry. To create a lasting impact, it's essential to have a clear sense of purpose. Purpose is the driving force that motivates you to take action and make a difference. It's what gives your life direction and meaning. Without a strong sense of purpose, it's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day demands of life and lose sight of the bigger picture. Another critical aspect of creating a lasting impact is being intentional in your actions. Impact doesn't happen by accident. It's the result of deliberate and purposeful effort. Many people go through life without thinking about the impact they are having on others or the world around them. They might achieve success in their careers or personal lives, but they don't take the time to reflect on how their actions are influencing the people they interact with or the broader society. The concept that money follows value is one that challenges traditional thinking about how wealth is generated. Many people believe that in order to become wealthy, they must focus solely on acquiring money, working hard, saving aggressively, or making shrewd investments. While these approaches are not inherently wrong, they miss a critical point. True, sustainable wealth is often a result of providing significant value to others. It is not the pursuit of money itself that leads to financial success, but rather the ability to offer something of real worth that people are willing to pay for. When you create value, money naturally follows as a consequence of the contribution you make to the lives of others. To understand this concept more deeply, it's important to recognize that value can take many forms. Value can be a product, a service, a solution to a problem, or an experience that enhances someone's life. It can be an idea that sparks innovation, a system that increases efficiency, or a relationship that brings support and guidance. What is common across all forms of value is that they improve the situation or circumstances of others in some way. When you offer something that genuinely benefits people, they are willing to exchange money for it because they recognize its worth. One of the key reasons why money follows value is that people are naturally drawn to things that make their lives better. Whether it's a product that solves a problem, a service that saves time, or an experience that brings joy, people are willing to pay for things that add value to their lives. This is why businesses that focus on creating exceptional products or services often see greater financial success than those that are solely profit-driven. When a company or individual is committed to delivering value, the market responds by rewarding that effort financially. The most successful entrepreneurs and businesses in history have understood this principle. They didn't start out by thinking solely about how much money they can make. They started by asking, what problem can I solve? How can I improve the lives of others? By focusing on the needs and desires of their customers, they created products and services that people found valuable, and the financial rewards followed naturally. These innovators understood that money is not the end goal, it is a byproduct of the value you create. Consider, for example, the story of companies like Apple or Amazon. Steve Jobs didn't create the iPhone simply because he wanted to make money. He was passionate about creating a product that would revolutionize how people communicate, access information, and entertain themselves. The value of the iPhone was so significant that people were willing to pay a premium for it. And as a result, Apple became one of the most valuable companies in the world. Similarly, Jeff Bezos didn't start Amazon with the sole intention of becoming wealthy. He wanted to create a platform that made it easier for people to shop and access a wide variety of products. The convenience and value that Amazon offered to its customers led to its massive financial success. The idea that money follows value is also evident in the realm of personal careers. People who focus on developing their skills, knowledge, and expertise to become more valuable in their fields are often rewarded with higher salaries, promotions, and greater opportunities. The more value you can bring to an organization or a market, the more people are willing to compensate you for that value. This is why continuous learning and self-improvement are so important. As you grow and expand your capabilities, you increase the value you can offer, and as a result, you increase your earning potential. Value is also closely tied to the idea of problem solving. The most valuable individuals, companies, and products are those that solve important problems for people. When you solve a problem, you are providing value because you are making someone's life easier, more efficient, or more enjoyable. This is why innovation is so highly prized in the business world. Innovators are able to see problems that others overlook and create solutions that people are willing to pay for. The more significant the problem you solve, the more valuable your solution becomes, and the more people are willing to pay for it. In this way, value and money are directly connected. The more value you create, the more money will follow. This applies not just to large-scale businesses, but also to individuals in their personal and professional lives. If you want to earn more money, the key is to focus on becoming more valuable. This might mean acquiring new skills, developing expertise in a particular area, or creating something that addresses a need in the market. By increasing the value you bring to others, you naturally increase your financial rewards. Another important aspect of value is that it is often relational. People are more likely to spend money with individuals, companies, or brands they trust and respect. Building strong relationships with customers, clients, or colleagues can be a significant source of value. When people feel valued, they are more likely to return that value in the form of loyalty, repeat business, and referrals. This is why businesses that prioritize customer service, honesty, and integrity often see greater long-term financial success. They create value not just through their products or services, but through the relationships they build with their customers. It's also worth noting that value doesn't always have to be something tangible. Sometimes the most valuable things are intangible, like trust, inspiration, or emotional support. For example, a life coach or mentor may not be providing a physical product, but the value they offer through guidance, encouragement, and accountability can be life-changing for their clients. As a result, people are willing to pay for those services because they recognize the value of personal growth and transformation. In this sense, the pursuit of value is closely linked to the idea of service. When you approach your work or business with a mindset of service, seeking to genuinely help others and improve their lives, you are likely to create more value. People can sense when you are truly interested in their well-being versus when you are simply trying to make a profit. Service-oriented businesses and individuals often find that their commitment to value leads to greater financial rewards over time as their reputation for caring and quality spreads. Moreover, value creation is not limited by resources or starting conditions. Some of the most successful people in the world started with very little in terms of financial resources, but they had something far more important, the ability to create value. They identified a need or a problem and used their skills, creativity, and determination to solve it. Whether through innovation, hard work, or building relationships, they were able to create something that others found valuable, and the money followed. This underscores the fact that wealth is not simply a matter of having money to begin with, it is a matter of creating value that others are willing to pay for. In addition, the pursuit of value leads to a more sustainable and fulfilling form of wealth. Money that is earned through value creation tends to be more enduring because it is built on a foundation of trust, service, and solving real problems. People who chase money without focusing on value often find that their wealth is short-lived or unstable, as it is not rooted in anything substantial. On the other hand, those who focus on creating value build businesses, careers, and relationships that stand the test of time. This is why the principle of money following value is so powerful. It shifts the focus from simply accumulating wealth to making a meaningful contribution to the world. When you focus on creating value, you are not only improving the lives of others, but you are also building a legacy that can have a lasting impact. The financial rewards are simply a reflection of the value you have provided, and they allow you to continue contributing and creating even more value in the future. Ultimately, this approach to wealth and success is not just about financial gain, but about living a life of purpose and significance. When you are focused on creating value, you are constantly looking for ways to improve, innovate, and serve others. This leads to a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction that goes far beyond the pursuit of money for its own sake. You are able to wake up each day with a sense of purpose, knowing that your work is making a difference in the lives of others. In conclusion, the idea that money follows value is a powerful and transformative way to think about wealth and success. It shifts the focus from chasing money to creating value, whether through solving problems, serving others, or developing unique talents and skills. By focusing on value, you not only increase your financial rewards, but also experience a deeper sense of fulfillment, purpose, and impact. The more value you create, the more money will follow, and the more you will be able to contribute to the world in meaningful and lasting ways. Asking the right questions is one of the most powerful yet often overlooked tools for personal growth, success, and fulfillment. It is a skill that shapes how we perceive the world, solve problems, and ultimately make decisions. The quality of the questions we ask determines the quality of the answers we receive, and those answers in turn shape the direction of our lives. The questions we ask guide our thinking, influence our actions, and help us navigate the complexities of life. In fact, asking the right questions can unlock new perspectives, reveal hidden opportunities, and clarify our purpose in ways that we might never have imagined. From a young age, many of us are conditioned to think in certain ways and to accept certain narratives about life, success, and what it means to achieve our goals. We are often taught to focus on external markers of success, such as how much money we can make, how prestigious our jobs are, or how we compare to others in terms of status or wealth. As a result, the questions we tend to ask ourselves are often focused on superficial outcomes rather than deeper, more meaningful pursuits. We ask, how can I make more money, or how can I get a promotion? Rather than asking more introspective questions like, what is my purpose, or how can I use my talents to contribute to the world? This focus on external markers can lead us down a path that might bring temporary satisfaction but often lacks a sense of fulfillment or purpose. Many people find themselves in high-paying jobs or prestigious positions, yet still feel empty or disconnected from their true passions and desires. This is because the questions that led them to those achievements were not aligned with their deeper values or aspirations. They were asking questions based on societal expectations or the pursuit of material success, rather than questions that would lead them to discover their true calling or purpose. When we begin to ask the right questions, we shift our focus from external validation to internal fulfillment. We start to question not just how we can achieve success, but what success means to us personally. We begin to explore what truly matters to us, what brings us joy, and what kind of impact we want to make in the world. This process of self-inquiry is essential for anyone who wants to live a life of purpose and meaning, because it forces us to confront our deepest desires and motivations.